Parasites and their effect on your good health. Parasites do affect your good health. They cause a variety of problems unknown to most people. It is mostly the culture we live in and embrace which gives us the ignorance in regards to this health problem we can have. The other part is parasites, for the most part, are sneaky little creatures and want to avoid being noticed. So they quietly go about their business of surviving on the host body, you, myself, anyone, or any pet or living thing. They do want to survive, so the idea is to multiply in magnitude so that there is a colony of them in your body. After all, the best way to survive is in numbers. This is one reason why they are sneaky. Build up their numbers before you notice them. Dr. Peter Wiener, Chief Pathobiologist at the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research, said, "We have a tremendous parasite problem right here in the U.S. It is just not being addressed." Here is a quote from Dr. Ross Anderson, one of America's foremost parasitic infection specialists. "I believe the single most undiagnosed health challenge in the history of the human race is parasites. I realize that is a pretty brave statement, but it is based on my 20 years of experience with more than 20,000 patients. In recent medical studies, it has been estimated that 85% of the North American adult population has at least one form of parasites living in their bodies. Some authorities feel this figure may be as high as 95%. Dr. Bernard Jensen, the father of iridology in the US and foremost expert in colon research and therapy, said, "The average person over 40 has anywhere between 5 to 25 pounds of buildup in their colon." Parasites of all sizes thrive in this indisposed residue of fecal matter, slowly but surely toxifying the whole body. Dr. Frank Nova, Chief of the Laboratory for Parasitic Disease of the National Institute of Health, said, "In terms of numbers, there are more parasitic infections acquired in the US than in Africa." A small portion of doctors today are becoming increasingly aware of some of the problems parasitism can cause in humans. We do especially like the quote from the gentleman at the Walter Reed Army Institute. We at Body Be Good feel this problem is not being addressed either. The question is why? Why have the effects that parasites have had on our health gone undetected? One of the bullet points listed above is there are more parasitic infections in the US than in Africa. Please add Canada to the list as well. Parasites have existed forever. They live on the earth. We as humans have always been able to survive without the disease effects we are seeing nowadays. So what has changed? It is our culture in North America. We like rich, processed, fat, gravy, milky, pleasantly appearing pies, donuts, coffee, etc. type food. Our food has become increasingly more like this over the last 40 years. As it is unhealthier now, this gives rise to more home-like environment for parasites to exist in you. If you don't know about parasites, period, you don't understand what could cause a colonization problem in you. I have personally seen a list of over 180 different types of parasites. This could be one reason a gentleman of this stature made the statement. Dr. Frank Nova, Chief of the Laboratory for Parasitic Diseases of the National Institute of Health. In terms of numbers, there are more parasitic infections acquired in the US than in Africa. We think there are more reasons than what we list above as to why you do not know about parasites. What do parasites do to your body? Specifically, everything has to eat, and then everything must go either number 1 or number 2. Guess where the outhouse is? It is basically in-house or in your body. I know one thing a parasite does is secrete ammonia. Quite sure there are other problematic carcinogenic chemicals that it secretes too. So if you have a parasitic infestation, the numbers can be in the millions depending on the parasite. Remember, in order to see the type of parasite we have in our body, it can take a microscope. So the concentration of chemicals or toxic load a infestation will put on your system is very heavy. Another thing parasites do is sit first when the dinner bell is rung. Certain types of parasites live in your colon, and the small intestine is where nourishing nutrition is absorbed into your body. You are the host, and the guest, the parasite, even butts you out of the way. If anything is malnourished, it will be weaker, have less energy, have a lower immune system response, be more open to infection, etc. Do you feel this way? Parasites get the good vitamins, minerals, and nutrition destined for your healthy body. They leave you with the scraps. Could parasites be problematic for fibromyalgia patients? We at Body Be Good think so, based on our pre-article research for the Canadian National ME/FM Association. Parasite infections and infestations will also cause disease, attack your bodily organs, battle with other cells for time, space, and food, plus play havoc with your nervous system. Your central nervous system is important and controls quite a few critical body functions. Macrophages are killer immune system cells that can engulf foreign particles or invaders, like some types of parasites, and destroy them. If you have a weakened immune system, that can mean these macrophages are weakened, lessening their effectiveness. How can lymphology help you with a parasitic infection or infestation? A lymphologist knows how to detox, and specifically how to do a proper 100% whole body detox. We help you get, pardon us, their chemical residue shed out. By detoxing with a lymphologist and mobilizing the one and only detox system of the body, the lymphatic system, correctly, you also detox correctly and detox your body 100%. You get the chemical residue out too, which is left in you from these pests, and other health benefits too. A lymphologist understands how to detox from a toxic load like you can inherit from a parasitic infestation. It is extremely hard, tricky, and frustrating, and not very safe when trying to do a complete lymphatic system body detox without a body detoxification specialist like a lymphologist. The use of a proper rebounder, which is part of any lymphologist detox program, actually shakes up any parasite infestation and sort of disables them or makes their nest, your body, a lot less cozy and warm. Give us a call today. Thanks from Dave Scrivens and bodybegood.ca. Related videos: what is a parasite, the lymphatic system, rebounding.